Hello and welcome to yoga. My name is Dia and I am the founder of Everybody Yoga because I truly believe that everybody is a yoga body. Today we'll be starting our 3-video series on Yoga Strong. So we'll be working on building a little strength. We'll start with the upper body. One video will be upper body, another video will be lower body, and another will be core. So we did mobility before, and now we're going to work on just building a little strength. And when we think about strength on the daily, you think about carrying groceries from the car, picking up heavy things, maybe moving furniture, helping a child move apartments. There's many things that we need strength for. So we want to make sure that as we get older, we continue to work in these muscles to help make sure that we're strong. So if you would, for this practice today, all you'll need is a mat or something soft beneath you. We don't need any type of weights or anything. We're going to work strictly body weight. Don't be afraid to challenge yourself. And it's okay to use the modification because sometimes we do need a little extra modification. But see if you can do the more advanced, I'm not going to say advanced, but more advanced version than what you think that you can. Help push yourself so that you can get stronger. So because this is yoga, we also want to make sure that we're moving with our breath. So we're going to start by connecting with the breath. So you can come to the middle of your mat like I am, come to the front of your mat, depending on where it's comfortable for you. Okay, I would invite you to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Inhale through the nose and out the nose. Just take a few moments here breathing on your own. Feeling the lungs filled with air. Exhaling through the nose. Noticing the rise of the chest on the inhale and the lowering on the exhale. Few more breaths here. You can start to blink the eyes open. Take a big inhale, taking the arms overhead, palms to touch. Exhale, bringing the hands back down to the side. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands down to the side. Once more, inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to the side. We're going to do some chest openers. So take the arms out wide, point your thumbs back toward the wall behind you, open through the chest, gazes up toward the ceiling. And exhale, rounding through the upper back. I'll turn to the side so you can see that. Inhale, chest is open, thumbs are back. Exhale, rounding through the upper back. If you hear some pops and crackles, that's okay. Inhale. Because I definitely hear some. Exhale, rounding through the upper back. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands down to the side. We're going to do a few arm circles. So take the right arm, then the left arm back. Just warming up through the shoulders. Then you want to switch directions. Now we're going to start to warm up our wrists. So just take your wrists in a circular motion. Take it back in the opposite direction, warming up through the wrist. I'm going to start to open and close the hands, open and close. This helps to warm up the fingers, the wrists, the forearms as well. They get a nice little pump. Opening and closing, opening and closing. Also want to take your hands, think about an infinity sign. In and out, in and out. Warming up through the wrist. Take it in the opposite direction if you can. It's difficult for me to do. No, you get so used to doing things one way, but it's hard to try to do it in the opposite way. But challenge your mind and see if you can do it in the opposite way. Warming up through the wrist here. Okay, down to the mat here. Bring your hands down to the mat. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Fingers are spread out long on the mat. And you're just going to start to rock back and forth. Slowly taking your shoulders over your fingertips. You don't have to go very far. Keeping the heels of the hands down onto the mat, just shifting back and forth. This helps to warm up our wrist as well. And come back to neutral and bring the fingertips in toward the knees. Shorten your stance if you need to. And just very small rocking back and forth. I don't have much range in this area here, so I'll just do what I can, as you should. Just do what you can. Feeling the pull in those forearms here. Warming up the wrist. Take the fingertips out to the side of the mat and take the shoulder back and forth. Warming up this way. Getting a little wrist mobility in. And our wrists will be good. Are you ready to work? Let's work the upper body. So when we think upper body, you're thinking chest, shoulders, arms, bicep, tricep, back as well, because that's all part of the upper body as well. Core is added in with upper body also, but you can also work your core with the lower body as well. So our first part of our upper body, we're going to start with chaturanga push-ups. So what is chaturanga? Chaturanga is an asana, which is a movement within yoga. And it starts in a high plank. So you're here in a high plank. Your plank can be on your feet or it can be on your knees. And what you do is you take a big inhale, moving the shoulders over the fingertips and coming down halfway. Notice my elbows are hooked into my sides. So that is what a chaturanga looks like. So a chaturanga push-up is where, I'm going to do this on the knees this time. You move shoulders over the fingertips. You come down halfway, hovering over the floor, and you push yourself up. So that's a chaturanga push-up. So our first upper body movement is going to be doing the chaturanga push-ups. So we'll do 5 chaturanga push-ups, and then we'll come back to a child's pose. And we will repeat that 3 times. Okay? So set yourself up for your chaturanga. Chaturanga here, or for your plank position first. Plank on your knees. Tail is tucked. Hands are gripping down into the mat. Take a big inhale. Exhale down. Inhale. 1. That's 1 chaturanga push-up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale down. Elbows to side. Push up. 3. Inhale. Exhale. Push up. 4. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Push up. 5. There was our first chaturanga, first set of chaturanga push-ups. We push the heels back, knees out wide, toes to touch, heels toward, bottom toward heels, resting the head down toward the mat for our child's pose. Take a few deep breaths here as we rest. Once more, inhale and exhale. Let's go to round 2. Now to make it a little bit more challenging, this time I will be up on my feet, coming down in the chaturanga, halfway down, and then bringing the knees down to help push myself back up. Okay, you do have to be fairly strong to do push-ups, and the chaturanga push-ups are very challenging as well. So take whatever modifications you need, but you want to make sure that you're pushing yourself so that you can build a little muscle. Okay, hands out wide. You can be on your knees in your plank. I'm going to go on my toes. So inhale, exhale, down, chaturanga, drop the knees, push myself up. That's 1. Inhale, exhale, in the chaturanga, drop the knees, push up. That's 2. Inhale into the plank. Exhale, chaturanga, drop the knees. 3. 1 more. Inhale, exhale, drop, chaturanga, inhale. That's 4. 1 more. I like to say 1 more. We have like 2 more. Inhale, plank, exhale, chaturanga, drop the knees, push up. That's 5. Push it back to a child's pose. Dropping the head down toward the mat, resting here. Those are not easy. Do what you can. We have 1 more set. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, I'm with you. I'm struggling like you are. Hope you're down on your mat. Don't leave me by myself. Don't leave me by myself. All right. Hands are out wide onto the mat. Tucking the toes. Take a big inhale. Come down. Chaturanga. Drop the knees. Push up 1. Inhale. Plank. Exhale. Chaturanga. Drop the knees. Push up 2. Inhale. Plank. Exhale. Chaturanga. Drop the knees. Push up 3. I wish it was 1 more, but it's 2 more. Inhale, exhale, knees. 4. Woo! 1 more, you can do it. Inhale, exhale, drop the knees. 5. Push back to our child's pose. We deserve this child pose. All right, coming on back up. And next, we're going to be holding plank. Fun times, fun times. I'm going to be holding plank. So let me set my timer here. We're going to go with 15-second hold in plank. Remember, you can plank on your knees. We're going to go for a 30-second hold. And then we're going to try for the 60-second hold. Okay, so let me set 15 seconds on the clock. So now in your plank, you can hold on your hands. You want to make sure that your hands are wide. You can also drop the knees down and hold your plank on your knees. So for the 15 second, I'm going to do a traditional plank holding on my hands. Okay, and clock is going. Tucking the toes, gripping down into the mat. Pelvis is tucked, pushing the floor away. Push the floor away. Firming up through the core, and dang, 15 seconds up that quick. I wasn't even through giving instructions. All right, we're gonna move on. We'll take a breath or 2 here. We're gonna move to a 30-second plank. Thirty seconds on the clock. You ready? Let's go. Okay. Holding on to hands, toes are tucked, pelvis is tucked, core is tight. Holding a 30-second plank. Not holding your breath. Body is nice and firm. Hips are down. Making sure that we're breathing. Shoulders are talking to me. And your shoulders talking to you. It's okay to drop the knees down. And our 30 seconds are up. We did just get through doing those chaturanga push-ups. So the shoulders are a bit fatigued. So we try for the full 60 seconds. Let's try for the full 60 seconds of our plank. So let's set the timer for 1 minute, 1 minute, and 0 seconds. You ready? Now I'm gonna do half and half. Half on my feet, and then when I just can't hold it anymore, I'm gonna drop down to the knees. So feel free, you can do plank on both knees. You can do plank on one knee. You can try for the full 60 seconds onto the toes. Just whatever is challenging for you. Challenge yourself. I'm gonna hold it as long as I can. Like I said, we did do those chaturanga push-ups, so the shoulders are like, I'm sorry. Sorry. Are you serious? I am serious. So hold. I watched one exercise video and I was like, go to your happy place. Well, so whatever you have to do to push yourself to get done, go there. Okay, dropping the knees down. Tail is still tucked, core is good and tight, gripping down into the mat. We're working. All right, we'll bring one knee down. Feeling it in the core. If your body starts to shake, guess what? You're working. It's just fine. And that's 60 seconds. Good job, everybody. Those are not easy, but we are working on our upper body and we are challenging ourselves. So now we'll move down to the mat for some reverse table as well as some tricep dips. So just like we were in tabletop position with our knees onto the mat, hands onto the mat. So in reverse table, our feet are onto the mat and our hands are behind our bottoms, fingers facing toward your toes. So for your reverse plank, you're gonna take a big inhale. You're gonna exhale, push into the hands, pushing the hips up for our reverse table. So as you can see, as you push the hips up, you almost have a tabletop position here and then bring the hips down. So that's our table, our reverse table. And as we do our reverse table, we're gonna come do some tricep. So your tricep is that muscle that's on the back of the arm there. So we're gonna come up into our reverse table. Then we're going to bend the elbows for a tricep dip. Reverse table, hips down. Okay, are we ready to work? Let's work. So inhale, hips up. Exhale, tricep dip. Inhale and exhale, hips down. Feel free to take your feet out as wide as you need to. Inhale, take the hips up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, exhale, bring the hips down. Inhale, exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, exhale, bring the hips down. Once more, inhale, hips up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale and exhale. The upper body is burning. It's burning. The upper body is burning. So take a few deep breaths here. As we reset and get ready for set 2. So bring the feet out wide, about hip width distance. Bring the hands down to the mat. Fingertips facing toward your feet. Take a big inhale, taking the hips up. Exhale, bending the elbows. Tricep dip, inhale, and hips down. Inhale, Exhale, bend. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, release. Again, inhale. Exhale, triceps. Inhale. Exhale, hips down. Inhale. Bend triceps. Inhale. Exhale, down once more. Inhale. Bend triceps. Exhale. And hips down. Woo. Kind of shake it out a little bit. The arms, they working, y'all. They working. We'll do one more set of those and then we'll be ready for our cool down. Who's ready for the cool down? I know I am. Now the modification with this is maybe you don't bring your hips up very high. You don't get that flat table effect. You can do that as well. So if you just here and then bend and then here and then down. So that's your modification. So inhale, you would just take the hips up a little bit. Exhale, bending. Now bottom may touch the mat. Inhale and then bring it down. Inhale, bend. Inhale, bring it down. Two more. Inhale, bend. Inhale, bring it down. Last one. Inhale, bend. Inhale, bring it all the way down. Let's do one more for good measure. Inhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, and bring the bottom back down to the mat. All right. If you're anything like me, there may be a little sweat on the brow because we were working. We definitely were working. So we're going to take one arm overhead, across the body. One arm across the body. Stretching through the upper back. Hey, there's Diamond. She's coming out to play. Hello, Diamond. Tell everybody hello. Just coming out of the cave. Take this right hand, place it on your upper back. Take the left hand to the right elbow, stretching down the right side of the body. Hi, hi, hi. Ah! Hello, hello, hello. I'm exercising. Hi, thank you. Thanks for visiting. Thanks. Okay, bye. Bye. Down. Take the left elbow up. Pat the back of the left. Take the right arm to the left elbow, stretching over to the side. Stretching through that tricep there. Not forgetting about our breath. Okay. I'm going to just shift over here for a little bit more room. Ma'am, can I help you? Okay, stretch through the upper back as we did in the beginning of the video. Exhale, open through the chest. Inhale, rounding through the upper back. Exhale, opening through the chest. Inhale. Exhale, opening through the chest. Come back to a tabletop position. You're going to inhale that right arm up toward the ceiling. Exhale, thread it through, bringing the right side of the head down to the mat. Inhale, taking that right arm overhead. And we're going to do the same on the opposite side. Inhale, take the left arm up. Exhale, thread it through, bringing the left ear down to the mat. Inhale, taking that left arm up toward the ceiling and then coming back, knees out wide, toes to touch for our child's pose. The best pose. The forehead can come to the mat. Maybe it comes here on some stacked fist. If you have a yoga block close, you can also bring the yoga block to come underneath the forehead. Whatever is comfortable for you. All our bodies are not the same, but we know that everybody is a yoga body. And come on up to a seated position. Hands at heart center. Thank you so much for joining me for video 1 of our yoga strength series where we're working through our upper body. I hope that you will join me for video 2 where we will be working through the lower body as well. Our scripture for today comes from Philippians 4:13 that says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Thank you so much for joining me for yoga. The light in me honors and recognizes the light within each of you. So we bow together. Namaste.